quiet in the courtroom. Just kidding, guys. It's your boy Leo Rydell here from Geekly Goods to review Ordinary Justice today. But before we dive into that, be sure you hit that subscribe button, everybody, and go ahead and ding that bell for your boy if you like the latest movies, TV shows, and a sprinkle of anime and gaming, everybody. Let's talk about this movie, though. Ordinary Justice, an Italian film. Ordinary Justice is about a quietly impactful legal drama featuring a sensitive focus on female bonding. This movie was directed by Chiara Bellossi. I hope I'm saying that right. You know, I like courtroom dramas, and you can tell that the director loves courtroom dramas in the sense that the director really does take us into the courtroom and also emphasizes a story outside of the courtroom. So you get two dueling stories where there is this bond between the daughters of two defendants and a very, very serious case going on in the courtroom. These guys robbed a grocery store, one of them shot a guy, so it's very serious, but there is this nice kind of ordinary play and bond between the daughters outside of the courtroom. And what I really do like about this courtroom is our little main character, the little girl, Lucy, I believe her name was. And I really like her and Angelina and the way they bond outside the courtroom. And I just love exploring Lucy's curiosity. Her father is, of course, one of the defendants, and she has this bird for him, and she's keeping this bird in her backpack for him because she's waiting for her father's trial to end. And it just reminds you of all the childhood innocence that is taking place outside of this courtroom, because this is a very serious thing going on here, while of course you've got this great curiosity and this exploration of a young mind. And so I really like that about this movie, and I really like that bond between her and Angelina's character, while she is also tossing back and forth between interactions with Lucy and her father when the courtroom is on break. I still really liked her character. Unfortunately, I just wanted a little bit more of the court drama. I wanted a little bit more time in the court to really process and understand what they're going to do to either get out of this. How are they going to spin this story? And there were some beats where the defendant did fashion up a story that his lawyer had told him about, but I wanted to see a little bit more of that. Give me more of the courtroom. Give me a little bit more of that. And it seemed to explore Lucy and Angelina a lot more. Like I said, it was a distraction from the courtroom, but I just didn't get a ton of substance out of the actual court drama that was going on. It felt a little bit more like an adventure film outside of a courtroom. So I would have loved just to explore a little bit more of that courtroom, but let me talk about a couple more pros as well. The cinematography in Italian cinema does a great job in its shot selection. I mean, this one just gave us those great closes that showed characters nervous during the court and showed how they felt and how uncertain they were about the outcome of their dads, especially, you know, you've got Angelina, who was an older character. She seemed to be like maybe late teens, early to mid 20s, and she could easily process what's going on, whereas you have Lucy, who's the opposite, who is very much still young. She's bright. She thinks dad is coming home after it. So there was a nice duality there between characters, and I just wish there was more of that courtroom drama, though, because I liked when we got to cycle back and forth between the courtroom and the adventure outside, but it seemed to me like there was maybe just too much of that ordinary adventure and not of the justice. So I would have liked some more focus on the actual courtroom and kind of beating back and forth between the two, as opposed to such a heavy focus on the adventure outside of it. So I really liked Ordinary Justice. I just didn't love it, and I'm going to have to give it a 6.5 out of 10, but I did really enjoy the characters, the duality between Lucy and Angelina, and how it shows two different generations, or two different age groups, I should say, processing something so serious and something that could drastically change both of their lives. But the way they both reacted to it was so different, and I did like that play a lot. But you all let me know, are you planning to see this movie? I admit, I really have no idea where you could stream it. I'm assuming that it will become widely available very soon, but take your boy's word for it if you will, and let me know your thoughts on my review and what you think about the movie down in the comments, everybody. It's been Leo Rydell from Geekly Goods, and we'll see you next time.